Alright, welcome back to this 2017 WWE pay-per-view review thing I'm doing. I don't know. Up next is Wrestlemania 33. The ultimate well, it's just WrestleMania, the ultimate thrill ride. Are you getting me? Okay, so as far as the pay-per-view goes, if I was doing a DVD review, it'd be somewhat of a disappointing. I'm kidding. I mean, you get the Hall of Fame, you get the actual card itself, but you do not get any of the three pre-show matches. You do not get Neville, Austin Aries, Mojo Rawley, Jinder Mahal, the 33-man Battle Royal for the Andre the Giant Memorial Trophy, or Dean Ambrose versus Baron Corbin. You do if you're in the UK. If you're in Europe, you do. But over here in America, we don't get the pre-show. So I can't say much about Neville versus Austin Aries or about the Under the Giant Memorial Battle Royal because I didn't see that match. I mean, I could easily see it if I went and watched the pre-show, which is honestly my fault. I started near the end of the Memorial Battle Royal when there was down to the final four. It was Killian Dane, I think that's his name. I don't know. This is the guy from WCPW. Big Damo. Mojo, Jinder. And there was somebody else. Who the hell was it? Honestly can't remember. Was it Sammy? I think it was Sammy. But I'm not for sure. All I know is somewhere along the line, Killian got eliminated, the other guy got eliminated. It was just Mojo and Jinder, and then Gronk comes out of nowhere, and then Jinder's gone, and Mojo wins, and it's just, what? I mean, of all the people in the match, just, Mojo, what? He hasn't done anything since either. I just don't care for Mojo in general. I know a lot of people like him. Like him. I just don't. Dean Ambrose versus Baron Corbin for the Intercontinental Championship. So it was a decent match. It was a solid match, you know. The finish was great. I actually liked that where Dean spun over and then hit him with dirty deeds. That was amazing. You have AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon, which was probably the second best match of the night. And one of the only three to go 20 minutes or longer. Yeah, this match just barely went 20 minutes. It was 20 minutes and 35 seconds. But honestly, this match was really good. It was really great. Shane McMahon went for a shooting star and missed. There's just a lot of great counters and a lot of great moments. And I didn't think Shane could work a traditional match, but I guess if he was going to work it with anybody, it would be AJ Styles. And AJ Styles picked up his first WrestleMania victory, which is, it would have been a travesty if they put Shane over him. Like, that just would have been a giant slap in the face. Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho, it was a great match. I wouldn't say it was WrestleMania worthy. Maybe take on a not as bigger pay-per-view, but for WrestleMania, no. That one counter where Kevin went for the pop-up powerbomb, Chris Jericho countered to the code breaker. Okay, yeah, I'll warrant that. Yeah, I mean, it was a great match. The finger on the rope, genius, amazing. Kevin Owens wins the United States Championship. And then we get to the Fatal 4-Way elimination for the Women's Championship, Raw Women's Championship. Bayley versus Charlotte versus Sasha versus Nia Jax. And I think they kind of messed this match up. Like, this would have been the perfect way to phase Charlotte out of the title picture. Not eliminating her first, but eliminating her second. I mean, Nia Jax has to go first. There's no ifs or buts. Her star power here. The other three here. But literally all the story was with Bayley and Sasha. Charlotte was already being phased out, so there was no reason for her to be the final elimination. Sasha should have been eliminated last, and the way Sasha Banks was eliminated was just stupid in general. The match was just underwhelming. It was a decent match. It was a good match, don't get me wrong. It was just underwhelming, especially for WrestleMania. And for the talent in the ring. And then we have the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Ladder Match, which was originally just a 3-man ladder match. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson taking on the former champions, Cesaro and Sheamus, and Enzo and Cass looking to get their first titles. Which they probably would have if it wasn't for the Hardy Boys coming in and just blowing the roof off the place. Honestly, this was a giant walkout moment for me and a highlight in general, one of the best moments in the entire night. And the ending was just great with Matt hitting the twist of fate off the ladder and then Jeb doing the freaking 15-20 foot swanton. It was great. Oh my goodness. The only thing, I felt like the match wasn't given enough time. There's only 11 minutes. I felt like it had another 5 in it. Honestly, those great TLC matches at WrestleMania, or the great TLC match and the great Triangle Ladder match at WrestleMania, both of those matches went 15, 16 minutes. This one only went 11. To me, that was underwhelming. That was the only underwhelming part, is the match length. And up next, we have John Cena versus Nikki Bella. John Cena and Nikki Bella versus Miz and Maryse. And oh my gosh, Miz being cheered throughout the whole entire match and him just pandering to the crowd. It was odd and different, but it was just great and amazing. And then the proposal at the end was nice. This match only went 9 minutes. But yeah, the proposal was nice. You know, very well done. But then again, John Cena's always had a way with words. And then we get to me what was personally my favorite match of the night. Honestly, one of my favorite matches this whole entire year so far. Seth Rollins versus Triple H in an unsanctioned match. It went 25 minutes and 30 seconds. Longest match of the night. And it was just great. Amazing. I love the action. I love his attire. I love Triple H's weird bike. The Phoenix Splash, the ending, that whole freaking pedigree reversal thing where they tried to get where one was trying to hit the pedigree before the other. That was just great. I loved it all. This match was just amazing to me. Seth Rollins finally facing off against Triple H and winning and basically completing his face turn. To me, which is funny because he turned face like way back in like August, yet it didn't feel complete until roughly around this time. I would say it didn't feel complete until the night after Royal Rumble when Samoa Joe re-aggravated his knee and he had that promo with Corey Graves. Yeah, I think to me that's when his face turn felt complete. Like it was there, and then he had that one promo off like after Raw went off the air, and he was like, back at Extreme Rules, I wasn't ready. And what he meant by that was, I think he clarified it, but he said he wasn't ready for their appreciation, he wasn't ready for their love or whatever, and now he is. Like, he's a complete face now. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. He is a face now. He's a definite face. It is complete. It is no longer iffy. Randy Orton defeated Bray Wyatt for the WWE Championship in what was a definitely underwhelming, mediocre match with a great promo. Like, the whole setup to this match was amazing, and then they just gave it 10 minutes. They didn't give it any time. Hardly. Both of SmackDown's major championship matches went 10 minutes. 20 minutes. Fact. Both of Raw's championship matches went 21-ish. Yeah. Because, you can't expect Brock Lesnar and Goldberg to work a long match. Worked a 4-minute and 45-second match. Brock Lesnar winning. It was a decent match for what it was, but nothing great, nothing spectacular. It was just Brock and Goldberg doing what they do best, working short matches. But yeah, Bray versus Randy, I think it should have been given more time. Yeah, that's just me. And then you have the 6-pack challenge for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. Naomi defeating Alexa Bliss, Carmella, Mickie James, Natalya, and Becky Lynch. And I gotta say, I love Becky Lynch's outfit. A-OK on that Aloy outfit, you know. Naomi regaining the championship in her hometown. How many times can you say that? In her hometown. She won in her hometown. Can't say the same for Bayley. Payback. Yeah, Payback just keeps coming up. I think this match was okay for what it was. And then, like I said, it wasn't given enough time to be anything. But it was okay for what it was. And then you have the great giant mess that was Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker. I wasn't into this match at all. It was just boring, slow, and boring. Definitely not a way The Undertaker should have gone out. And a randomly implemented, out of nowhere, no-holds-barred match. Just out of nowhere, they made a no-holds-barred to give them a fighting chance to end the show on a positive note. And the positive note wasn't the match itself, but it was what happened after the match. But yeah, then there's... Undertaker should not have taken some of the spots he did. Like being speared through the table, I'm pretty sure. What wasn't he? I'm pretty sure. That's not a spot he should have been taking. He should have been taking. It's like Sting falling backwards through the announce table. Just not a spot he should have taken. I don't know. The match was just boring. It was another terrible main event. Another WrestleMania being dragged down for the main event. I mean, it wasn't anywhere near as bad as Roman Reigns versus Triple H. Like, that match was just boring on a whole new level. At least this match had some entertainment quality to it. Because it's The Undertaker. And he's The Undertaker. But, yeah, I mean, the match was just boring to me. There was nothing entertaining about it. Roman looked like he didn't care. Other than the fact that it was his yard. He did nothing for the match. Facially. Not in the way how Shawn's match went or Flair's match went at WrestleMania in their retirement matches. Roman just facially did nothing for it. I don't know. I didn't like the match. It was boring. A tiny step up from last year's. Although the aftermath of The Undertaker standing tall in the ring, all of a sudden you pan to Roman. You know, he's doing his, yeah, I won another WrestleMania. Yay me. I'm going to come back next year and win the next WrestleMania main event. And then they pan back to The Undertaker in the ring, and he's got his gear on again. Just out of nowhere. He's got his jacket on, his hat on. Just everything's on him. And then he slowly takes it all off, puts it in a nice pile in the middle of the ring. A nice Photoshop. Actually, there it is. No, it's right. It's right there. Oh, there's the bike. The amazing bike. Steph going through the table. You can barely see Seth's gold attire. Of course, you got the back. It's not bad looking either. Again, another good look at Seth's attire. So, there's that. That was WrestleMania 33. All in all, better than last year's. I don't know if it was better than 31's. I haven't really seen 31. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I haven't really seen it in its entirety. Or WrestleMania 30 for that matter. Yeah, WrestleMania 33 was a solid WrestleMania. Not the greatest. Definitely won't be looked back on as one of the best, but it won't be looked back on as poorly as 32. So that's a note WrestleMania 33 can go out on positively. So I hope you have a great day. Remember, only you can be the best you can possibly be. If you like the video, give it a like, comment if you love, be super special, awesome. Subscribe if you already haven't. That would really help me out. And if you want to in the comments, you can tell me which match was your favorite on the card. Like I said, mine definitely had to have been Seth Rollins versus Triple H. And my favorite moment from the show in its entirety was the Hardy Boys' return, obviously. And if you can, honestly, I'd just skip the last disc. I mean, the second disc. Just watch disc 1, that's it. Just skip disc 2, you don't need to watch Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt, Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg, Naomi versus Alexa Bliss versus Carmella versus Mickey James versus Natalya versus Becky Lynch. You definitely don't need to watch Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker. Just skip it all if you want to watch it. Watch the women's match. Skip to the very end of that match to where The Undertaker is getting ready to leave. Kisses Michelle McCool, breaks kayfabe, you know, all that good junk. Because that was a nice moment. The match itself wasn't. The match itself was just boring to me. But hey, Seth versus Triple H. Rock the show, you know, man. The Hardy Boys coming back, rocking everything. Completely destroyed the roof. That's for sure. Ta-ta. For now.